Hey guys. So I'm doing this video now because I had just realized this last night and I didn't feel like doing a video last night, and also my mother was still here, so I just didn't have any privacy of doing this video. So yesterday I had saw this guy named uh Rob Reiner, and born in 1947 to 2025. I thought he died at old age. I didn't remember this guy. When it said tragic death, I was like, okay, are they calling his death tragic because it's a respect thing? Because I was like, hey, this guy died naturally, so I don't know why it's called tragic. It wasn't until later that night when I saw the news of a guy that passed away. I was like, no way, he looks familiar. And it reminded me of the guy that had talked about the assassination of JFK when he was 16 years old. He talked about like, how did that bullet go up here? Like it it would have gone, did this and that. Like, he talked about all of that. He was um he did a video about it. You can go ahead and check that out, about Rob Reiner, about the assassination video. That's the one time I remembered him. There was, I think I listened to him in 2023, like late 2023. It was 2 years ago. But his father just passed away like 5 years ago. Imagine him like hearing about this. But anyway, when I saw, not only that I saw that on the news, but also that my mother said that he was murdered. I couldn't believe this. The guy that looked like the guy that I remembered in talking about JFK assassination, the guy that talked about the president's murder, was the one who also got murdered. I couldn't believe that, and I felt sad about that. I also felt sad about seeing him like in movies, clips, and I try to look at this guy, like see what he was doing. She told me, my mother told me about what the things that he was in. What I remembered it with the Princess Bride. He created the Princess Bride. I couldn't believe that this guy also created Princess Bride that died like this. And it just, like, imagine like this guy that was still alive, and now this movie feels old now because now that he's gone. Now I don't know if I heard about. I think I heard my mother said wife, but like what happened to his wife, but I didn't remember. So I guess I reminded myself, if I didn't remember, when I looked at not only his death but his wife's death. I was like, his wife got killed too. Oh my god! Like that's how I reacted to it, and when I saw the when I saw their children, like I saw like all looked all for their children, I was like uh I as one of them was adopted, so I was like, okay, that makes sense why their son had killed him, because it was adopted. But when I clicked on that name, it was actually a daughter named Tracy. Um, but then when I was like, oh no, it was a daughter, and then that's when I realized it was even worse. It turns out that the offspring of theirs that had murdered them was actually their biological one, and it was Nick. I it just looked. He looked. He had these mental problems, and also he was on drugs. We don't know the exact reason, but we do know is that they had argued. Him and his father were arguing, and they were arguing about something, and then that night, on the 14th, they were like they were sleeping in their beds. He literally they were cutting their throats and like stabbing them to death like multiple times. One of them was still alive, the mother, but it wasn't an, but then she died later on. It's just sad. Like everything when I every time everything when I hear about them like doing something sweet to their son and their children, being in movies and all that, they're creating all this and their his wife and like having a happy time, like meeting his wife, and it just and thinking about like all these things that were said. Every time I think about every time when someone says that, and when I look at something like that, and maybe the comments too, I was like, like I just it felt sad to me. Like now, I'm not trying to get 1,000 views. I'm not trying to get like a lot of views in this video. I'm just I don't care about that, and I know I'm not gonna get a lot of views anyway because this was not recent. This was like about this was like on the 14th. I'm filming this on the 16th. I'm just doing this because I thought of a film. I thought of telling you guys about this guy that I remembered of, and like I don't believe this. This is just messed up. Like, and seeing this guy, seeing his son Nick like in a movie, and just like acting like and then he's just acting so chill, just no emotion, just like acting like he's faking his emotions. It's just so chilling to see, like him being the one to murder his own parents. Like if you had somebody in your life, your family, um, no, well, your parents, like your parents, like whoever has their parents that are still alive, just like talk to them about it. Don't kill them. Like, why would you? I need you like try to think about like think about like sparing their lives, okay? Not think about killing them. Like because you could one day regret about it, and you're gonna end up just like that son. Like now he's in prison. Now he's regretting what he's done. But what's also emotional is that their daughter Romy I think that's how you pronounce it, Romy, their youngest biological one, they lived across the street, and she literally found them, the first to find their bodies. It was, she's, I know, I know how she felt, and, like, it's hard to imagine about this, like, when she saw them, one that has died and the other one is still alive, but then had died soon, she was, um, it's hard to imagine that. Well, like when she looked at that, she must have felt like I just did a video of him like doing like a. I saw a video of the last moment together. Like I saw a video of that, and then he died. It was just little did she know that this was gonna happen. They had no idea. Like I wanted to know how. I wanted to know how their other children must have reacted to this, and his grandchild. I'm talking about his adopted daughter and grandchild, and his other biological son. I want to know how they felt about this. We gotta know some answers about that. We gotta know like how he died, and like I mean why he killed them. But that doesn't. We're not gonna. That's that. Of course, that is not an excuse. He still killed them. That son of a bitch. So, you wanna know, so as I'm signing off this video, this is what I want to say to the son. Fuck you. You took away the guy who created Princess Bride that I grew up with, and that I did plush dolls with, and now you took away this guy, that I remembered who did, the JFK assassination when he was 16.